I grew up on stories where love was the cure, where the right hand will hold me, the rest feels secure. So when you walked in with your charming disguise, I mistook all your shadows for stars in the sky. You painted me futures in shimmering gold, but the warmth in your wounds always turned into cold. I kept chasing the man that you were in the start, not the one slowly breaking the girl in my heart. And I kept saying, it's just a bad moment, he'll come back to the man that I first met. But fairy tales lie, and I lived in that lie too long. 'Cause no one tells you the prince can be the dragon, and the castle in your dreams is the cage you'll get trapped in. I believed in love the way kids believe in magic, wide-eyed, innocent, blindly, softly, tragically. And the hardest truth I've had to admit is the villain in my life was the one I tried to fix. My heart wrote a story you were never meant to live, but this time the princess saved herself from it. You loved how I broke just to keep you content, how I folded my wings so you wouldn't feel less. I whispered your storms in the quiet blue skies, but you only felt powerful watching me cry. I kept calling a hurt and a lesson, kept hiding the bruises behind pretty dresses. But love shouldn't feel like losing your voice every day. So I packed up the dreams you had tangled, and I lit every light, told like a candle. Let it burn, let it hurt, let it finally fade away.